Long ago, in the village of Umucha, a man named Ojemba was known for his wealth and charm. He had traveled far and wide in his youth, marrying women from different towns and leaving many children behind. Some of these children grew up not knowing each other, scattered across the land like seeds tossed by the wind. Ojemba eventually settled in Umucha with his last wife, where he grew old and rich. As tradition in the village demanded, a man must prove his bride's fertility before marriage by sleeping with her. It was believed that a barren woman could curse a family line. Ojemba strongly believed in this custom, so he encouraged young men, including his own son, to obey it. Ojemba had a son named Ebuka, a kind and thoughtful young man raised in Umucha. Ebuka was different from his father. He didn't believe in testing a woman before marriage. He wanted love and respect, not just proof of fertility. One day, while on a journey to a neighboring village for a festival, Ebuka met a beautiful young woman named Adeze. They fell in love almost immediately. She was graceful, soft-spoken, and had the same dimpled smile as Ebuka. When Ebuka brought Adeze back to Umucha to meet his father, there was great celebration in the air. But as soon as Ojemba laid his eyes on the girl, his smile vanished. He stared at her. Adeze stared back. Her eyes widened. Silence fell. Ojemba rose slowly, his hands trembling. "What is your mother's name?" he asked. "Obiageli," she replied softly. Ojemba closed his eyes in pain. "Obiageli of Nnobi village?" Adeze nodded. "Yes, sir. Do you know her?" "She was my wife," he whispered. Everyone grasped. Adeze dropped the clay pot in her hand. Ebuka stood frozen. His heart pounded. "She is your half-sister," Ojemba said, his voice breaking. Adeze covered her face and wept. Ebuka fell to his knees, shaking his head in disbelief. But the worst has yet to come. Adeze, through tears, confessed that she was already pregnant. Ebuka had reluctantly agreed to his father's pressure to test her fertility. But even though he didn't want to, Ojemba had pushed him in. Now, the very tradition he enforced had caused his own bloodline. News spread like wildfire through Umucha. The elders gathered, and some called it a curse on Ojemba for abandoning his children across the land like scattered seas upon the waters. Others said it was a sign for the village to end the tradition. Ojemba grew silent and withdrawn. He could no longer walk tall in the village square. Ebuka and Adeze, ashamed and heartbroken, left Umucha to raise the child in a faraway town, away from judging eyes. From that day, many fathers in Umucha began to teach their sons a new path, one of wisdom, patience, and knowing a person deeply before union. And slowly, the tradition of testing a woman before marriage faded like a forgotten shadow. And so, the story of Ojemba and the seed of many waters passed down to remind future generations that every choice made in passion may one day return with consequences, and that the past never truly sleeps, it only waits.